Alrighty, what's up, guys? We're back with another one. A quick little another controller review, but the one I'm going to talk about today, I've been messing with it the past few days, trying out some BlazBlue B&Bs, and I think we've lost sight. I think the creators have lost sight of the whole point of a leverless controller. I think technology has gone too far. So before we get into it, I want to give you the deep history lesson from back in the day. If you're a new player, you might not know what this is, right? So, oh my goodness. See that? This is what started it all from back in the day. This is called the full schedule controller. So he's playing with the joystick. You have the standard, 6 buttons, but all these extra buttons right here. So he played Marvel 3 player from, I don't know, like 13, 14 years ago. He had his controller, all these extra buttons that allowed him to do techniques that were impossible for people on regular arcade sticks. It ended up getting banned. It was super cheap, but that kind of opened up people's eyes. Like, hey, wait a second. Moving with buttons, having buttons to move around is pretty good. So, we went in hitbox and all that stuff. Here is my first leverless controller here. This is the snack box, right? Look at that. Look how cute it is. Small, compact. The standard layout, you got 3 movement buttons, a jump, and then just 8 attack buttons, right? Or you can use 6 attack buttons and 2 macros, whatever you want. But very simple, very straight to the point. The last controller I reviewed doing the Gin trials was the Haute C16. Ready? A bit bigger, still very light, but you notice we got a little bit we got some extra buttons around here. They're not too intrusive. There's some up here, right? Maybe a start and select. I don't know, but we're starting to see more buttons and more buttons in different layouts. This is very good. This is very good, by the way. We talked about in the Gin video, but this is like a great, especially like the price point. I think it's probably like one of the best entry level. Now, the one I'm about to show you, this is the C16 from Haute. I'm going to show you the Haute C16S. I don't know what the S stands for. Maybe sister, because it's like, it's the same brand. But before I show it off, I do not recommend this controller. If you are a new player, if you're thinking about like, hey, I want to switch, I want to move from pad, I want to learn leverless, or I want to play stick, get something like this. Or get something like this, right? Get a beginner, get a normal layout. Get a feel for what leverless is all about. Now, ready? Here's the C16S. Look at this. I still have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this controller. Now, I've been playing, like I said, for a few days in BlazBlue, and I do not know what these buttons are for. I do not understand the design philosophy. I do not understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, these are my buttons. What's this one doing over here? Why do I need that? And then there's one over here too. What are these? Where's my jump button? Why do I need 2 jump buttons? I have no idea. But yes, look how far we've come. Look at this. What's going on? Haute. I can't make him straight, but Haute, well, what's going on? Tell me. I'm very, very confused. Now, I was pondering, right? I was thinking about it, like, why was this designed this way? And I think it was designed for Street Fighter 6, right? I think a Street Fighter 6 player probably wanted it. If you're not aware, Street Fighter 6 now, they like having an extra button here or maybe down here, because being able to react to drive impact, so, just sliding, having a big button, you just press drive impact or perfect parry is important. But if that's the case, what's over here? What's down here? I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. So that's what I'm saying with this video. This is the Haute C16S. This is not for new players. It's my take. That's my experience. I think this is not even for advanced players. This is for people that have a very, very, very specific idea of what they want to do. If you really want this layout, here you go. The downside, of course, to playing on something like this, there's no other controller like it, right? There is no other universal layout, shape like this. So if you go to a local and your controller breaks, or it gets stolen, or it doesn't make it through customs, anything could happen. You're not going to be able to borrow a leverless controller with this layout and be like, yo, bro, let's play a set. Or, you might just be out. You show up to an event, they're playing, you're like, oh man, I didn't bring my controller. Can I borrow one? Does anyone have this layout? Sorry, you're out of luck. So yes, My review, like I always say whenever I do these controller reviews, there's no like, oh, this is better than that one. This is better. This is worse. It all comes down to your personal preference. And I don't prefer this. That's my, I'm always honest with these things. I do not prefer this layout. And what I really want to hear from anyone watching, specifically anyone who owns this controller, I want to know why. Please, I'm baffled. I'm not joking. I spent like an hour. I was like, what the hell? Like, what? Why? What's the benefit? I don't know. So if you play with this controller, please leave a comment. What game do you play? What benefit do you get? Is it cheap? Am I just not enlightened? Like, is this layout better than this layout? Huh? And if you're looking for a controller, if you're a new player, like I said, if you're thinking about switching from, stick, you want to try out leverless, I do not recommend the C16S. Haute makes great products. The C16, this one is great. We reviewed, where is it? Reviewed this one back in the day. What was this one? The S16? I think that one was the S16. I forget. But yeah, Haute makes a bunch. You can go check them out. They got good price points. They work. They're universal. I can vouch for this one. We've gone too far. We got to go back. We went past. We went a little bit too far on the design spectrum. Let's kick it back a couple notches. Let's get back to the good old days. And yeah, but that's it. My quick C16S review. Let me know what you think. I'm very, very excited now. I hope we get an answer from somebody. But yes, if you like this stuff, hit that sub button. What are we going to review in the future? I don't know. How many buttons are going to be the next controller? They're going to have buttons on the back side. They're going to be wide on the cable too, man. I had no idea. But I'll see you in the next one. Peace.